Hey everybody, I think we're on the internet.
Are
We
we?
should be.
Oh boy,
Maybe.
are we?
I think
We are.
so.
I see our faces.
I see levels, I see things working. It's great.
Guess I could unmute
Welcome.
myself.
Love that for us.
This is High Shelf Gaming. We're here to play Urban Shadows this week. Run by Con. Is that the right direction? It is. Run by Connor. Look at me.
That's
I
me.
point. Yeah, High Shelf Gaming is a podcast sometimes. More recently, it's a TTRPG streaming empire. And yeah, we do stuff a few times a week. On Saturday, we'll be back for our Mass Effect game using the Cyberpunk system at 9 EST, 8 Central. We're going to be doing a one shot, I think, taking a trip to Alliance space, perhaps. Our normal game takes place in Omega, and everything's all isolated and whatnot. But we're going to see what's going on in other places. Other than that, on Wednesday, we got Red Markets, run by Mike. And I'm so good at
Now you
pointing.
have to figure out.
Yeah, now I got to figure it out. I just, boom, Connor, Mike. I'm so good at this. Yeah, joining us tonight from the con save, we've got Taylor and Jake.
Was it?
And yeah,
Hello.
that's Connor. Let's go. That's it. Let's keep it short and sweet. Let's go. 2 minutes.
Sweet. Well, okay. Well, I got stuff. We're
say
playing
things.
Urban Shadows. We're playing Urban Shadows tonight. Urban Shadows is a political urban fantasy role-playing game where mortals and supernatural creatures vie for power in a modern-day city. We're using the quick start rules for the second edition, which is currently in development by Magpie Games. If you like this, if you're interested in it, you can go pre-order it because it's not out yet. But you can get the quick start rules; they're free.
They
Ain't
just
that
sent
nice?
out the back. They just sent out the backer kits.
They
I got my
did.
backer kit. Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I had
I'm very
$4 left
excited.
over. I don't know where that money's going, but
Same.
something changed in the prices, but that's okay. But yeah.
So, without much further ado, actually, yeah, let's everybody go around, say your names, your characters' names and pronouns and playbooks. Ethan.
Oh, it's
Who are you?
me. All right. Hi, I'm Ethan. He, they pronouns. I'm playing Virgil, the Tainted, he, him pronouns. I'm gonna do some demon deals and things. I don't know what I do yet. I'm just a fun guy.
Jake.
Jake, he, him pronouns. I'm playing Abraham, the veteran, also he, him pronouns. Just an old man with a shop.
Mike.
I'm Mike, he, him. I am playing Malachi, also he, him. Malachi is the Sworn. His job is to go out there and retrieve objects for people, sometimes with the use of a big old axe.
And Tay.
Yeah. I am Taylor, she, her. I'm playing Ada, she, they. And I am a oracle. I'm going to see into the future, hopefully. We'll see.
And I'm Connor. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be the MC for this game.
Hooray.
Hooray. It's summer in South Louisiana, although the rain from today's dwindling storm has kept the worst of the typical heat at bay. We see a young woman stepping through the drizzle, the neon signs of 4th Street coating her in glows of blues, oranges, purples, and greens. The street is alive with the sound of people ducking in and out of the street, walking or, more often than not, stumbling out of the rain and to the comfort and safety they crave from a drink from a stranger or from the sound of a singer whose passion has long been lost. Woman breathes in, clutching herself, not for warmth, but to calm her beating heart, to slow her panic breathing, to bring order to her panicked and racing thoughts. But the noises of the street, the claustrophobia of hundreds of mortals and people like her, it's too much. She ducks into an alleyway, letting her back slide down the slick brick wall, taking a moment to recoup herself where the bright lights and sounds of the street can be muffled for just a moment. A single moment alone. But she's not alone. Hello there, child. A voice calls out to her. She looks to the sound of the voice, recognizing its source as the person she was looking for. Word is you can fix this, she says, trying to recompose herself, her heartbeat thrumming in her ears. She didn't truly believe it what the rumors claimed this person could do, but she had to know. That I can, dear, the soft voice replies, stepping forward to reach out a hand. And she reaches out to take it. Ada, there is a knock on your room door.
Yeah, I guess she kind of gets up, readjusts everything, and kind of like walks over and like peeks through the little peek hole.
Yeah, and in the peephole in this very well lit hallway of this hotel, you see a person. He's got like shave sides in his head. He looks like he's in his mid-30s. He's got like a mid-level beard. Why don't you put a face to a name? Let's already start our first roll.
Ooh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna see if you know this person. You need to roll 2d6 and add your faction with this, and the faction that you're going to be rolling with is Knight.
Okay. It's a straight roll. I got a solid goose egg in Knight. That is 4 total. A 3 and a 1.
All right. So on a 4, that is a miss. Okay. On a miss. Shit, where is it? Where is it? Put a name to a face. Okay. On a miss, you don't know them or you owe them. MC's choice. I don't think you know this person.
Okay.
But he's looking around, sort of impatient.
I'm just gonna like keep the little chain on the deadbolt and just open it just slightly. Can I help you?
You're Ada, right?
That's what they call me.
Great. Shit. Andre needs you to keep your phone on you tonight. He's not going to be here yet. He's out.
Gotcha. Anything life threatening or?
Not that I can tell.
All right, well, I guess that's good. I'm sorry, what's your name? I don't think I've seen you working for him before.
Eric.
Eric. All right, well. Is that all you needed, Eric?
Yeah, that's all I needed.
All right. Have a good rest of your evening.
Mm-hmm. And he walks off, just not even being attempting to match her social graces.
Beautiful. Yeah, and then she'll just kind of shut the door, make sure everything's all locked, and all right, weird, and then go, find her phone and make sure it is sound on, in her hand, in her pocket, around her.
What all? You're here within your home space. Tell us what it looks like. What's Ada's got lying around?
Yeah, so I feel like, first off, she's put up in a nice presidential suite of this big fancy hotel there downtown. So it's probably one of those nice, like, you got a little walkway and then it steps down into like the whole living area. I don't know, maybe some windows. I feel like it would have a good view over town. But I feel like her place is very cluttered, and like not papers and random stuff, but like she's got lots of blankets, she's got lots of pillows, she's got a section with like all of her tarot cards and like all of her, different things that she needs for her divination and all those sort of things. And like little areas, she's probably got like one of those little kitchen setups with like 30 mugs, tons of tea, tons of coffee. Like she just has a lot filling this space. She probably hasn't known a lot, and now that she has the ability to, it's just comfy. It is her little domain.
What are you doing right now?
I think I would probably, especially after that little intrusion and ominousness, she probably grabs her phone, just kind of, maybe she's finishing up some tea to drink. And I think she would probably be going and sitting down, getting a nice little comfy area, and like really doing a good little meditation, maybe a little 3-card spread, trying to get an idea on like what's going on with Andre, making sure, there's no bad omens heading his way with whatever this secretive mission is.
Yeah, you have a start of the session move, don't you?
I think so.
Yeah, I should make a note of that because yeah, but this is a great point to do that. Can you remind me what that is?
Let's see. Okay, so is it the foretellings? No, that is before each faction turn or at the start of the game. Yeah, it's the foretelling. So I roll a spirit. On a hit, I pick one of the options below. The MC will tell me whose future you see. On a 10 plus, you instead choose the character. I get to choose the character who the vision concerns if I get a 10 plus.
All right.
So
yeah, roll with spirit.
Spirit. I think I got pretty dang good spirit. Ooh, that's good. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right.
Total. And then
The Oracle. Okay.
Let me make sure I got it all there. Yeah, the rest of it's on a miss. So yeah, on a win. I'm thinking real hard.
Okay. And you are looking into Andre's future?
Yes. Yeah, see if there's, so this says the options: a dangerous threat closing in, or an ally plotting a betrayal, or a tragedy lurks in the shadow. I think she's kind of thinking more on like the tragedy or the threat side to see if like he's okay doing what he's doing, or if I need to send him a little warning.
You meditate for a little bit on Andre. And you see him just clearly walking through the streets. But then your vision brightens. And whenever I say brightens, I mean there's just this light. And that light grows harsher and harsher and harsher and harsher and harsher and harsher until there is just white streaming all in your vision. It is even this would cause a migraine in any normal human. And it's probably even a little bit worse for you. You're not going to suffer any harm, but there's just this brightness that's difficult to look at, like you're looking at in the summer sun.
And he was just walking like in the city street, you said?
The MC will tell you why it stalks them. This dangerous threat is let me just say that it's not picky.
Okay, so maybe like a wrong place, wrong time kind of situation, or
yeah.
Yeah, I think I do that, kind of snap out of that, and then just did it seem when I saw him that it was like matching the time right now? Like, was it a little rainy? Was it nighttime? I mean, granted, it's probably rainy here a lot, but
I mean, it was night. It was probably a little bit darker than it is right now, which is just like right after sunset.
okay. Yeah, I think she would immediately grab her phone and call him.
Okay. There's a ring. There's another ring. And he picks up.
She's pacing. Oh, thank God.
What is it?
So your buddy Eric told me came by and asked me to keep my phone on me, and I just had a odd feeling about whatever you may be doing, so I just did a little meditating on your safety. Maybe you can bring some more sense to this, but I saw you walking in the street, and then there was just a bright light. It seemed harmful. I couldn't see anything other than that, but it seemed harmful, and maybe like it wasn't exactly after you, but you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, I guess.
Oh, I appreciate you telling me, but do you have any idea what this is, what it means?
Not particularly yet. I can do some more thinking on it, but I just wanted to give you a heads up in case you were turning around a corner into somewhere unsavory. It seemed like it could be a nighttime incident. I mean, you keep me around for your safety a little bit, right?
I do. I appreciate that. I'll Okay.
I don't mean to make you nervous, but earning my rent, I guess you could say. Just keep an eye out, and if you have anyone around you can trust, maybe hold them a little closer just in case.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Do you know John Giliardo?
Do I roll to see if I know him?
Please put a this would be put a face to a name, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll with night.
Is the night the same one? Yeah, that's the same one. Hey, that's garbage. That's 5.
Okay,
I
that is a
don't
miss. You
think I've
do
heard.
not know him. All right. Well, we're looking for him. Nobody's seen him in a couple of days. I'll have my guys out on it and try to stay safe.
Is he one of your coven members? What is? Yeah.
Yes, he is a vampire. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm just now. I mean, I've known I've known you a little bit. I'm still learning the whole night lingo and what y'all do there. I'm assuming this may be a dumb question. I don't know. I've watched a lot of Vampire Diaries. Is light bad for you?
If you don't stay fed.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I want to know, but I hope you're fed in case that light is coming for you.
I appreciate you calling me, but I do need to try and find him. So
Good luck.
good night, Ada.
Good
and
night.
there's a click. Malachi, what are you up to?
Malachi, I think right now is in his apartment. Get like that view of like the refrigerator door being open and like one hand on it, one hand on the side of the refrigerator, like leaning in real close. And there's like a half a loaf of bread that's just tucked under and like multiple kinds of mustard and nothing else in it at all. And he'll kind of look around in there and give up and close it and then walk down the little hallway. There's like a door that's partway open. There's like an empty room that has like you can see like the front end of like a race car bed as he goes past. And then as you get into the other room, there's a room that has like full-blown someone has a problem, like map of the town, colored push pins, colored strings, pictures, little notepads with little sigils tacked up next to stuff, like trying to keep track of where things are or may be if you were trying to track them down.
Mm-hmm. There is. Can you describe this like hallway in these rooms?
So I'm not sure how tall the buildings are here. It's probably like several stories up.
Yeah.
It's a nice apartment, but it's like largely empty space. Like someone who like kept half the furniture after other people left. It's got big windows that look out over sort of part of the town. And there's probably a fairly straight shot back between the room he's in to like whatever the front door is.
Okay. There is a sort of like you can. There's a light flicker in the lights. Like it's raining in Louisiana. The infrastructure isn't the best. The power might be about to go out.
Fancy new building only works out great up until it has to connect to the rest of the power grid for the city, right? Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
This feels like a call out.
Mm. And before too long, the power actually does flicker and die out. Sure,
might
so
be
good.
some-
That didn't actually happen.
We're good.
All right.
I think there might be a minute of grumbling and like the sound of someone like banging their toe onto a piece of furniture before there's like the light from a cell phone to like wander through the apartment and like try to find like a candle and like head back into that room with the map.
Yeah, so you turn around and where do you keep a candle in your apartment or flashlight?
There's probably he has a smartphone. That one is called out somewhere.
Yeah.
It's probably more like fumbling around. Like I know there's like one of those like half burnt number 6 birthday candles in the bottom of a drawer somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like he will spend more time looking for it than ever actually using it, probably.
Yeah. And as you are fumbling for it, you do find a candle.
Yeah. Try and light it. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a candle. And you're going back to the room with the corkboard?
He'll probably like, kind of glance around as he's here. Just, take a look out the windows and see like, is it me or is it like other buildings around here that are out too?
It is isolated to your apartment.
Okay. Yeah. probably go over and take a look out the peephole before trying to open the door into the hallway,
Okay, you do.
just to see if there are lights out there or not.
There are none.
None in the hallway either. Okay.
No.
That maybe makes me feel better. I'm not sure it does. I think he will end up taking that little nub of like stubby little candle there, and going off and finding where the axe is at in his bedroom.
As you turn around to go back toward the bedroom, at the end of the hallway, you see in the shadow of the candlelight, there is a figure standing there. Just this dude in a red polo shirt, blue jeans, arms limp at his side. He's just there.
Is he like upright or like slipping around or anything like that, or just kind of standing there hanging out?
Okay. First off, I want you to roll put a face to a name.
Absolutely.
And this is with power. You have no power right
Okay.
now, but
I have. Okay, so I have 1 power. I get it. All right, I got it. Okay. I also have a genuine police. So it's when you roll, put a face to a name. It's with mind, which it's 1. They're all 1.
okay.
Honor, that went so far over my head. I did not even.
It took a good minute, but so that is a 6 and a 3 for 9 plus 1 for 10.
Okay. On a.
So I think you mark the circle when you roll it, and that's like an advancement track. If I remember.
Yeah. So Ada, you can mark night, and Malachi, you can mark power. On a 10 plus, you have dealt with them before. Learn something interesting and useful about them, or they owe you a debt. Your choice. Okay. So, as you turn around and see this figure there, you don't originally recognize them, but something in the way that their arms are very slack, how their head is just kind of there, if only by the minimum amount of effort to keep it upright, and the way that their feet don't quite actually touch the ground, or the way that they're being held up by this tendril in the back of their neck. Or the fact that no light is going to touch what is behind them right now to illuminate the horror of what is behind them. You do recognize this figure. It is one of your patrons.
Oh, good.
This is the one that you call the Hanged Man, or that refers to itself as the Hanged Man. Hi, Malachi.
I don't usually see you here. Hi. Make yourself comfortable. They'll like back out of the way, so there's like a clear path through if you were to head to the living room or what have you. I don't know if you maybe.
Busy night.
Sorry, was that a question or making a statement?
That is how they say it. They are in fact posing a question.
Oh, okay. Sounds like it's going to be. Yeah. What can I do for you?
I know where one more artifact is, and I need it. Lilia's keystone. Is held by the Sheriff of Iris.
Do I recognize either of those pieces of information?
Roll, put a face to a name. Yeah, we will.
2 dice. How can I misplace them?
I'm not sure if I should actually be asking you to roll, put a face to a name for all of these, but you know what? We're going with it. Let's see if you. And
yeah,
you were rolling with wild. Sorry.
Okay. So it's 6 and 1 plus 1 for 8.
Okay. On an 8. You know their reputation, and I will tell you what most people know about them. The Sheriff of Iris is they are a fae. Specifically, they are somebody involved with the Court of Iris. It's basically Port Seville's branch of the Gloaming Court, the like Maleficent kind of fae, not the Midsummer kind of fae. The Sheriff of Iris, would you know his name? Yes, his name is Benji Brumley, and they're an elf. Like most of the Fae, they're probably going to be hanging around the Royal Street Market. Or sorry, the Underhill Street Market.
Heard of him before. I have an idea for where to start. Is there anything special I should know about the keystone?
Just
fits in a pocket. Bring a backpack. Don't touch it with your bare hands like last time.
You don't know anything about the keystone.
Okay, I was attempting to pose that as a question to the Hanged Man.
All you need to know is that we need it.
Is there a timeline for when you need to have it by?
Soon.
Okay. I'll get on it now then.
I
think he'll kind of like reach over to the side and close the door to that room that had like the race car bed in it. Like,
I have every bit of faith in you.
I like to think I've earned it so far.
And your candle goes out. The lights come back on, and they are gone.
That hurts my feelings. Okay, that's
What do you do?
Oh, I will gather my finest, mildly rumpled but mostly clean trench coat that's capable of covering up a large axe, and start heading out into the night. Like, load up and take the elevator down to the parking garage.
All right. Virgil, what are you up to?
Oh, hi. What
Hi.
day of the week is it?
What day of the week do you think it is?
I don't know. It feels like a Thursday night.
Okay.
Which means Virgil's at a bar. Just kicking back a few, just chatting up with some of the bartenders, waiting on maybe Guy will walk past, and that's always the luckiest night of the week. It's when Guy walks past with his tours. But yeah, no, just hanging out. It's like kind of in that like Bourbon Street s kind of area. So like most of the bars are like open air out into the street, and there's very little distinction between in the street and inside. So it's definitely that kind of thing to where it's just like he's just in the middle of the downtown, like the hustle and bustle kind of deal.
All right. Uh, you know what? It is a Thursday.
Ooh.
So there's many people just walking in and out. It's Thirsty Thursday. Lots of people from the university are about to walk in. But if eventually you do see like a family of three start to walk in. Younger, probably like 17, 18, 19-year-old girl walk in with much older adults who all look like they're about tired of each other. But walking next to them is a person that you recognize as Guy.
It's a good night.
And he just walks in just like, and here you go. Well, I have to say this is one of the more haunted bars that we have here on Royal Street, or 4th Street. See, right over there, in that booth over there, the famous or the infamous Louis Angola. It's said to appear every Thursday night around midnight. He looks for people who are up to no good. And he gets them! I'm sorry, but I had to do that. But enjoy. Hey, Virgil, buddy, hey, how's it going?
Raking in the tips, huh?
I'm trying to, but some days are better than others.
Yep.
What have you got going on tonight?
Nothing yet. Just having a drink, trying to stay loose, getting ready. Gotta be sharp for the old 5 to 9.
Ain't that the truth? Hey, let me ask you something. You what do you know about Bacchanalia?
Is that a person, place, thing, vegetable, mineral? Come on, guy.
I'm trying to figure out what you would need to roll for this. I'm gonna say this is close enough. Yeah, let's just keep doing this. Put a name to a face.
Sweet.
Your faction is wild.
All right. I've rolled dice. Faction is wild. I have 1 in wild, so that is a 12.
Okay.
Starting off strong. It's my one good roll for the night.
Okay. Bacchanalia is the name of the bar that is going to open in a couple of days from now on 4th Street. And specifically, it is the bar that is owned by that Buchanan is trying to set up. Do you want to know something interesting about or useful about Buchanan, or do you want them to owe you a debt?
I would like to know something about Buchanan.
Okay. Buchanan is a demon, not a tainted. He's a demon.
Dang.
lower level. So if he were to have an Urban Shadows playbook, he would be considered an imp.
Hmm.
But he is a demon of ice, and something interesting about him. He was you remember his boss, Levistus. Levistus is dead.
Great.
Which what is an imp to do whenever they have no one hanging over them?
And bars, apparently.
But that's what you know about Buchanan.
Yeah, Virgil just be like, oh, you mean wasn't Buchanan opening that up?
Yeah. These flyers started appearing and saying it's gonna be open in a couple of days, and he's just gonna be like giving out shit, like a shit ton of free booze and stuff.
Okay, way to make an impression. Probably not. What's the catch? That's not good for bottom line.
That's all I know. I was getting the same sort of vibe, but
Say, how long does it take before you can add that to your tour?
look, knowing the kind of people that you Buchanan and everybody are tied up with, a couple of weeks, maybe. Although
Yeah, seems a bit long, but okay.
the story of the devil who opens up a bar on this godforsaken street. Ooh, that might actually be really fucking spicy. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Hey, you pay me right, I can even make a little appearance for you. But it's gonna cost you.
That's gonna require me getting a shit ton more tips than college chores.
You're right. You are correct. Yeah. Yeah, you want me to poke around, see about it? Or just idle curiosity? I do accept favors. You don't need cash.
Is there?
Is there an entrapment move?
No, but there. Well, you might have an entrapment move.
I don't know that it's specifically entrapment, but
I
can make a dark bargain.
Yeah, I really would appreciate it if you would check that out for me, because I don't want to send anybody into something that's gonna hurt them.
No, I hear you.
And if all the fucking business I'm gonna get is college tours, then the free booze is great, but that people tend to tip less whenever they're passed out.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to shake on it? And he'll kind of blink, and his eyes will go like black for a second. Just kind of.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to seal a bargain with someone in smoke and blood and do my dark bargain move.
Okay.
Yeah. Just put a little oomph in the bargain. It doesn't do there's not like a debt thing on it. It's just more of like the people in the bargain know if it's being honored, or depending on how I roll, either know if it's being honored, get +1 ongoing to fulfilling the bargain.
Okay. He'll shake it. He'll shake.
Yeah. Cool. So I roll with heart to see what happens on that. That is 8
If you fucking
plus
hurt
2.
guy, I am not responsible for what the
8
other
plus
players do
2
to
is
you.
10. 8 plus 2 is 10. But as they're holding the handshake, Verl's gonna be like, I do need to know what's in it for me. I know. This is fun. This is fun for me. This is fun. Okay, I can let go.
But his hand fades through you, and
Yeah.
you're just like, look, I just need to be a little bit more well versed in what's going on this street specifically, because it's it's kind of my job,
Yeah.
right?
All right. I plan to be able to profit from that information.
Look, I just want to make sure that I'm not sending people into something that's going to hurt them and pay me less. All right.
All right. That's fair enough. And if I have any questions, I'm sure you're going to be super happy to answer them, right?
Yes, Virgil. Yes,
Excellent.
I'll be very happy to
Love
answer
it.
any questions you have.
Yeah.
All right.
So
We all good here?
we're all good. So the two
Alright.
things I'm going to pick for this bargain is that +1 ongoing to letting it out while fulfilling the deal. So anything I got to do to figure out what's going on, I get a +1 when I got to do special stuff. And then guy knows if I'm actually looking into it.
Sweet.
Kind of deal. Both parties know if the deal is being honored. And that's it. But now we got a deal, so I got something to do.
Great.
And yeah, he'll down the rest of his whiskey and head out in the street to go check out the Bacchanal.
All right. Abraham,
Yes.
what are you doing? Well, up to you.
Abraham's probably in his shop, cleaning his pistol, his trusty pistol that he has. He's kind of repurposed an old auto shop down near the train tracks, kind of in the old industry kind of district. It's got the old roll-up doors in front with all the windows on them, and yeah, he's probably just sitting in there. He's got his old beat-up truck in there, parked in there with him, just cleaning his weapon.
As you are, your phone rings. Now, as you, what kind of phone do you have? Is it like modern? Does it have a screen?
Probably like a Windows phone.
Oh God. Okay.
He just
Okay.
had it for a long time. Somehow
What?
the screen hasn't broken.
Like a Nokia? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you pull it open. That has a screen. And you see the caller ID come across as Dinesh Chopra.
Okay. He answers immediately, hits speaker. Yellow.
Hey, Abraham, how you doing?
Oh, can't complain. How have you been?
I've been better. Listen, you haven't seen Vinay around, have you?
Who is that?
Vinay? Put a face to a name. And this is with Mortalis.
Wonderful. 3.
Okay.
1 plus 1.
You have heard the name before. Vinay Chopra is Dinesh's son. But you have not seen him. I don't think you've ever met him.
Is doesn't ring a bell. Are they in danger? What's happening?
Well, I just haven't seen him. I'm trying to figure out where he done went off to, but where he's gone off to. But yeah, just if you hear anything, let me know. All right.
Of course. Yeah.
All right.
Need me to go out looking? I can hop in the truck.
Yeah. If you don't mind, yeah, you be doing me a favor.
Consider it done.
All right. Stay safe, Abraham.
You as well.
All right. And the phone clicks off. What do you do?
He goes kind of into a back room that has a staircase that goes down, and it goes up to this big heavy metal door, and he punches in codes and unlocks multiple keypad locks and stuff, and goes inside to his basically where he lives. And he grabs a long sleeve flannel and puts that on, and then he goes over to so the way his room is laid out is he has just kind of a twin bed in the corner, one of those fold up plastic chairs you see it like cookouts, or not chair, plastic table you see it like cookouts, just in the middle of the room with some old food packages and stuff on it. And then on the opposite wall from the bed, there's kind of an elevated desk that goes across the entire wall with like an old shop chair and a bunch of monitors. And there's like a rack of what looks like maybe some kind of computer equipment. He just kind of hits a button over there, and it's just a beeping, like an alarm is being set. And then he heads out. He goes and gets in his truck, and on all the monitors there's like cameras all facing different directions outside of his shop.
All right.
And he hops in the truck and just starts looking around the area of where Dinesh kind of hangs out.
All right. So it is gonna take you a little bit in order to get downtown.
Okay.
Not too long, like 10 minutes. But it sounds like you are about to hit the streets. So whenever you hit the streets to get what you need, you name who you're going to enroll with their circle. Actually, that might not be it. Yeah, I guess. How are you go? How do you plan to go about this?
Probably not very strategically, honestly. I haven't seen them at all before, so I'm basically just going off of what Dinesh's son would look like. Would I at least know the age of Dinesh's son? No, man.
Not, not with the 3.
All right, so I'll probably go.
So,
we'll go to like a bar district, I guess.
In case this wasn't clear, you all do know each other. And if you need, I'm not suggesting that you have to do this, but if you are looking for something, you can always ask another player character, because you all are each other's contacts. But yeah, so you're heading to the bar district. Okay. Specifically, are you going toward like 4th Street where most of the like busiest bars are, or are you looking for something a little bit more hole in the wall?
Probably we'll go hole in the wall. Too many people, it would be sensory overload. I wouldn't be able to find anyone useful.
All right. Cool. So yeah, we'll say you're going a little bit north of downtown. And that'll take you a few minutes, but yeah, you get there, you find a place to park, and get out. What are you looking for?
I'll go up to a bar, just to a bartender. Just ask them. You got regulars here, I assume. You notice anyone today that maybe isn't usually coming in here and drinking?
No, not really. I'm sorry, is anybody in particular?
Vinay Chopra. Does that ring a bell?
No, I can't say it does.
Shoot a text. I just like look down. Like, can I get a beer?
Sure. And they
Cheapest one.
they reach into the fridge that's basically just an ice chest, and pull out an aluminum can. Just pop the top, hand it over.
Thank you.
All
He pulls out his phone and sends a text to Ada. Says, "I may need a favor."
Just answers back. Well, I don't got anything else better to do. Where am I meeting you? Or you want to come have a cup of coffee?
He just like looks around. This ain't my vibe. And then he texts her. He's like, "Oh, your place good."
See you there.
Just leaves the beer undrink.
It's Louisiana. You can take it with you.
If that pop is topped, if that top is popped.
That's true. That's true.
Hope you
Only
continue.
on
tape
4th
over
Street.
it.
Only on
Yeah.
4th
Tape
Street.
over it, yeah.
So yeah, you get back in your truck, and head a little bit further downtown to the St. Demetrius Hotel.
Got to park like 6 blocks away because of traffic.
I mean, it's one of those big hotels with like the beneath the hotel parking lot.
Got to pay $60 to park for
this
2
shit's
hours.
yeah.
I'll validate your parking. It's fine.
That's
right.
like 2 debts right there.
But
Yeah, I walk in, unless I'm like, carded or something before going in. This is
you can just walk
swanky
in.
place. And I go up to her apartment or her suite.
My whole
Give it a
floor,
turn.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's something I like. Well, Abraham, what can I help you with? Come on in. Should you in?
Thank you. He just goes and takes a seat, kind of leaned forward. It's like,
There's already like a light beer can, like just sitting where you are sitting.
"Oh, this is mine."
It's usually what you get when we go to the bar, so I assumed
Alright,
you
yeah.
liked it.
Sure. He opens it. It's like, So to business, I'm looking for a friend of mine. Who seems to have misplaced his son.
Huh, that seems to be a theme today. I have friends looking for misplaced people as well. What's his name? Their name?
Um, his name is Dinesh Chopra. I'm looking for his son Vinay.
What kind of crowds does he run around with? Do you know?
You know, the information that I just gave you is all the information I have.
Oh, that's very hard to find a missing person then. Um, I
This is a
see
better
now
lead
why
than
you're
me
here.
driving to the bar.
Yeah, that um I mean, I guess I see why you're here if you don't know too terribly much. I don't know how much I can pull off of that. Because I do find it very odd that this is now the second person I've talked to today that has a missing compatriot. Um, okay.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
don't
do
like not knowing
foretelling
things.
You would not be
again?
able to do foretellings again just
What
because
is a faction turn?
so the faction turn is going to be at the end of the session, like whenever we're about to sign off. If you wanted to, uh, and in fact, I'll go ahead and read them. If you wanted to like spread rumors about something, put out the word that you're looking for something, consult your contacts, just like over the next couple of days to get something rolling. It's basically just like your downtime, like what you want to do in your downtime.
Mhm.
Um, uh, so you wouldn't be able to use foretellings again, but uh, everybody does have a move called Let It Out, and that's basically whenever you tap into whatever your powers are, or in the case of mortals, just like other things, you can roll with spirit to try and do them. Typically, whenever you let it out, you do mark corruption
Gotcha.
uh, because that is leaning into a bit less human things. But specifically for you, if you wanted to look into the recent past or coming future of a place or object nearby, or um, something like that, uh, you can certainly roll to let it out. You would be rolling with spirit,
Um,
or you might have another move that can help you with this.
yeah,
I did not keep track of what moves everybody picked.
yeah, that's fine. Not quite. Um, well, I guess I'll give you a couple of options here. Um, I can attempt to tap into a very scary place, one that my uh, grandmother told me that, maybe not do more than 5 times, it'd be real bad. Um, but also, I find it just an odd coincidence, which it may just be a coincidence, that I also have a lead on a missing individual. Maybe we go back to find a few more clues and a little more information. And maybe if I get to a place or find a thing or a person that knows more, I can do stuff a little safer. Um, I'm thinking that maybe friend Virgil's probably at the bar, and about this time, Guy's there as well. And they seem to know a lot of people. Maybe it could be a good start because the fellow I'm looking for is of the night variety. Uh, doesn't, I don't know
Sounds like a
how
good
often he
start.
gets out. Yeah.
I just need some strings to work with, and I can get a plan going on, depending on how dangerous this ends up being. Lord, I
We
hope
could,
not, but
yeah, we could also, it might be a little more accurate to your certain individual if maybe we were able to visit his home or your friend that knows him, something that can give me something a little more personally connected and tactile.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I've visited Dinesh plenty of times.
Uh, in the sake of just getting the gang back together, Malachi does have some odd uh, partners. I don't know how much he's going to like the business I'm currently trying to delve into, but maybe all of our contacts could be helpful since everyone seems to have such great talents across this wonderful rainy city of ours.
Yeah, some greater than others.
But maybe first, it's been a good long while since I've seen Guy, and I think we could just go on down to the bar, and I'm sure we'll be able to find some people who might know something.
Yeah, I'm welcome to going down to that bar. I don't think I'll be heading back to the one I just came from.
Oh, they're not hospitable or something?
I don't even got refrigerators back there. It's just coolers, ice chests.
Um, what a shame, I
Beer
suppose.
didn't even taste right.
Well, I cannot attest for the refrigeration at these other places, but maybe it'll be a little better for you.
You use your powers for,
Ah,
I don't know. I'm
that's
just
unfortunately
shooting the
something.
shit, you know.
I'm just like already like just stuffing stuff in like a big bag, getting ready to go. I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah, all right. But well, I guess let's hit the town. How about that?
Sounds fantastic. Let's do it.
We'll be sure to stop by the front desk and get your parking validated. They like to charge a lot on Thursday nights down here.
Why Thursday nights?
It's when all the cheap drinks happen.
I just buy the ones that are always cheap.
One of the many things I love about you, Abraham. Let's go.
All right.
Lock up. Head down. If what's what hold. Um on the way down,
Mhm.
I want to like peek my head in or look at the front desk or wherever and see if Miss Lane is hanging out around anywhere.
Yeah, she's around. She probably around now. She's just like going around the front lobby at the hotel and just like saying hi to just like another family who came here to look at the university.
Um, as soon as she turns around from talking to him, I'll just make a big show of like running up to give her a hug and be like, "How are you doing, Miss Lane? I feel like I haven't seen you in hours, and that's hours too long."
Oh, hey, sweetie. Oh, doing so great. Just staying so busy. But you know how it is.
I
What are
do.
you and
Oh, Miss Lane, this is Abraham. Miss Lane, are you married? I feel like I should know this.
uh, not not for a few years, darling.
Wow.
Oh
Well, this is
Lord.
my very single friend, Abraham.
Mr. Abraham, pleasure to meet you, Miss Lane. Uh, where y'all headed off to?
We decided we were gonna go hit the bars and do a little bit of business, unfortunately,
Oh,
which is why I wanted to ask you a quick question.
all right.
I know you have your ear on everything that happens, not even just here, but around the area. Do you know much about Andre's business associates or anything? I don't know if any of them come in and check on the place or anything.
Hmm.
Can't read my handwriting.
let's see. How do I... So Miss Lane is a member of Power, which is also yours. I think what I would like you to do is to roll put out the word, because you need something. Well, what specifically are you asking for?
I was just kind of wanting to know from her if she's even heard of this John fellow, if maybe, he's been around for business since Andre owns the hotel, if anything, of maybe given a little more info on maybe even like, oh, well, I saw him in the back alley, blah, 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 even if it's just spinster drama, just something that she might have known of this guy.
Roll with power.
Okay. 8.
On a 7 to 9, you give word back that a member of another circle has what you need. Okay. That works. I've seen him around coming in and out every now and then. As you're talking about John Gagliardo, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Pleasant boy, pleasant boy. I haven't seen him around here in a couple of days. Last I heard, he was looking for well, let me see if I have the... Here we go. And she pulls out a pamphlet. And it's just like the lowest quality like paper. It's just like one of those brochures that was not done by somebody with a lot of professional stuff. It does look nice, but you can tell it wasn't done at like a FedEx office or anything.
Yeah.
Or a Kinko's. Just like a friend of a friend. And they give you this little cardstock pamphlet that has this it's a church pamphlet for the Church of His Holiest Light.
Oh. This tracks with the something I saw today. Okay. Have you heard of anything of this, or you just found this pamphlet?
Oh, somebody just came in and dropped off a few. We just need something else to put on the display around here. And she points to like a thing that has a whole bunch of like tourist pamphlets and everything.
Well, I don't know if it is appropriate or not, but could we maybe hold out putting these up for everyone to see until I get this checked out? It seems a little fishy to me, and I just want to make sure it's not going to get any tourists into trouble.
Oh, all right.
It may be fine. I'll let you know.
Okay then. Yeah, I can do that.
And if you hear anything else about this church, or anyone else that may be a part of it, or where John may have gone, I greatly appreciate it. We seem to be missing 2 friends today, so I'm trying to see if there's any connections.
All right. Well, y'all be safe now.
Oh, I will, Miss Lane. And me and my friend Abraham, will be back. I mean, I have to be back, but he'll come back and visit, I'm sure.
Well,
Nice to meet you, Miss Lane. You can call me Abe.
Well, nice to meet you, Abe. I'll be here.
I'm gonna go. I'm assuming
He'd
just
tip
to
his
like
hat if he
Abraham's
was
trunk.
wearing one.
What do you tell
Just
me?
does
Are
the
you?
movement.
He's not.
Okay.
But he
You're
would.
telling me he's not wearing a ratty baseball cap with like a fish hook on it or something?
So bent that it's like this.
Yeah. It's a perfect circle.
Just a little frayed and everywhere except for where the fishhook is.
Yes.
He's not afraid of his balding head. He's got his ponytail in the back. He's good.
He's got plenty of
man.
hair still. Yeah.
So
And then I
Or-
hop
think
in
I met-
Abraham's truck.
I think I met Abraham at the DMV the other day.
That's true. Yeah.
I've met Abraham several times. Like, that's-
I think he lives across the street from him.
Virgil.
he's out in Southwest Missouri where my in-laws live. He was somewhere
He's
in New
everywhere.
Hampshire when I went to
He's
college. Yeah.
Virgil, you start to walk out on the street, making your way
Mhm.
over towards Bacchanalia,
Mhm.
I assume.
I got nothing else going on that I know of.
Yeah. And there's just there, as soon as you step out onto 4th Street, there's just, the sound of a lot of people. And about a block away on the right, there is just this person sitting on a milk crate who's got their guitar case out and who is singing Wonderwall. But
Toss him
That's-
some cash.
as soon as you do, the air, the rain around you just stops. Virgil,
Citry. Got work?
I do. I have a task for you.
Love that. All right, what do we got? I'm heading out to check out this imp bar down the street, but
That is none of your concern. You should be concerned about Sarah Bickham.
Sarah Bickham. Bickham. Why is that familiar?
Because the last person that you took care of was Thomas Bickham.
Oh, great. Love that for me. This is fun. What I need to do about Sarah Bickham?
End her.
Okay. Yeah, is okay. So I got one cue on that one. How old's Sarah Bickham? Like, just curious. This is just for me, for my catching the Z's at the end of the night,
24.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah, I'll go check it out. Do you got any other specifics for me, or am I just,
Wonderwall starts playing again.
Great. Yep. Good talk. Hey, keep it up, man. You're really killing that one song, bud.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, you know that they wrote other songs?
What?
Did you know? Bro, you gotta check out. What is it? It's Oasis, right? That's the band? I don't know. I think it's. You keep rocking that Wonderwall, dude. You got it. I think you've really got it. I'll toss an extra quarter in on top of the like $2 he put in.
You keep walking. Malachi. Where are you headed?
I had too many windows and I moved them, and now is the Underhill Street Market at all near 4th Street?
Yeah, it is in that same like historic downtown area.
Okay.
It is a bit of a ways away from like most of the bars, but if you keep walking, eventually you will get there.
I will
Okay.
also say, I meant to, and I forgot. As soon as I get that pamphlet, I do send a picture of it to Malachi and be like, question mark. I don't-
You get a text that says, question mark, with a picture of a church pamphlet.
I think there's. Sorry, I don't know if I'm picking up thunder in the background here. Appropriately timed. There's probably like a weird speech to text response from like while he's driving. It's like there's so many of them in this town. You'll need to be more specific.
I just zoom in on the light part. Send another picture. I'm like, I don't know, but someone's missing, and this is the last place we know they were interested in.
Yeah, I mean, at a glance, is this something that I'm heard of, noticed, maybe?
Roll with power.
To
And
Put a
make sure to
name to a
mark
face?
these factions whenever I ask.
Okay. Is it put a name to a face again?
Nope.
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 It is
Just roll with
something
roll
else.
with power. Let me know what you get.
Yeah, okay. Not off the table. 5, 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7.
All right.
You're talking about the status bubbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Under advancement, you should have like 4 squares in a circle. Once you mark all of those, you get to advance.
Oh, okay.
But those are what I'm asking you to fill in.
Okay.
Cool. And once one's filled in, that's it, right? Until you advance. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. So since it's your second thing with power, you still only get the one bubble.
Cool.
All right. So on a hit, you see below the surface to the reality underneath. I will reveal something that is not what it seems. Okay. This you didn't notice because like it just looks like one of the new like churches that gets set up. You haven't noticed this. You haven't noticed this like existing within like the last couple of weeks. You only like maybe whenever passing through historic downtown, you've noticed that the cathedral downtown, the Cathedral of the Redeemer, it just like sort of like had one of those banners outside, like cheap tarp banners, just had that logo around it. But it's very new, very, very new.
Yeah, I think I'm probably like parking somewhere down here, and I may like respond with like a picture from the cathedral. Like, it's like, okay, starting to sound familiar. Like,
Okay.
this, like, yeah, I think Malachi would also answer back with like, is this high priority? There's something significant going on here.
I will also say the day that banner went, or the day that you noticed that tarp banner go up, is the day where one of your patrons asked you to put a little bit more effort into looking for things.
Okay.
And that's what you get with your hit.
I just answer back. I don't know if it's a high priority just yet, but it is lead on at least. one missing person. We are dealing with a friend of Abraham's that is also missing. I want to see if maybe we can connect to the same place before seeing what needs to be done.
Yeah, I'll respond back like, okay, in the area. If you need a
Also,
hand, let me know.
headed to the bar to find Guy and Virgil, get a drink and ask some questions if you want to hang out. Just like thumbs up face
Yes.
emoji. Beer.
Yeah,
hurricane
just like,
glass.
okay, meet you there.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure where to start trying to track down where to find the person I'm looking for. Like, I know there's the street the street market. I don't know if that's like a place or like a area where like you still have to like trek around, like deal with try to find someone in particular.
I need to look up something, but if you remember from whenever we built characters. Oh, here we go. Nope, never mind. I don't think you've been to that you've specifically been to the Underhill Street Market. But you
Okay.
know where it is.
Yeah.
I guess right now, where are you going? Or who are you looking for?
I think first thing for right now, I will try to go to the bar with everybody else, because then I can ask somebody there, hey, has anybody ever spent any time around the Fae people? So,
Right.
Start with friends before starting to interrogate strangers in the street.
Cool. So Jake and Ada are going to one of the bars. Malachi, you're also going to one of the bars. Virgil, you are now leaving one of the bars.
I'm just
And I
on the
think-
street though, you know.
And I think that's going to be a great place to pick up after we take a little break.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Love that I'm already having to just inflict more emotional trauma on Abraham. You're not
He
close
don't
with
know.
her, are you? No, I don't know.
Abraham has no clue.
Yeah. All
I
right.
just shop with you on Sundays.
Yep, that's right. And I'm
Every
totally not
Sunday.
bringing this up. All right, so we'll be back in what? 5, 10? 10, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
So we'll be back at like 45 past the hour. Unless you're in one of those unholy time zones. And then you figure it out yourself.
You're gonna give us all
ones that
those
aren't on
blades.
the hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some that are
We'll
like
talk about it
half
after we're
and-
out.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
too much. It's too much to think about right now.
All right.
Uh-uh.
I don't want to know.
See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, and like approximately on time.
Hey, look at that. So, Ada and Abraham, as y'all are walking out of the hotel, and starting to walk down 4th Street, through the crowd of people, you do in fact see Virgil is walking down, and Virgil, you are
I'm just jumping up and down and like waving, trying to like be seen over people.
as you're looking around, you don't specifically see a bar named Bacchanalia right now.
All right. Well, I'll have to come back to that later. But yeah, I'll, if I see somebody jumping and waving at me excitedly, I mean it'd be rude not to.
Just
to
try
go
and
say
boom my voice. Hey, Virgil.
hi. Oh, great, friends. Yeah. Virgil will walk over and be like, all right, Ada, Abraham, what brings you down here to the fun side of town? Well, you live down
Humming
the
the
block. But,
Wonderwall.
great. Love that song.
Oh, look, if you live here long enough, you get used to it. I can hear it from my window sometimes. It never stops
Yeah.
playing.
I'd buy him music lessons, but I don't think he'd take them.
No, probably not. He makes a lot of tips off that song, surprisingly.
It's the nostalgia, I think.
I think so. Well, Virgil, we both, I mean, I don't have any personal stake in it really, but I'm here to help. Have a couple of missing person cases that seem a little fishy. Was hoping maybe someone down here would have some ears on the scene. Maybe you. I did learn something from Miss Lane that might be a good lead as well. So
Okay.
this could just be for fun. Who knows?
Well, you'll have to be a little more specific than that, but missing people, I sometimes know about those. Sometimes I don't know about those.
Sometimes you have a hand in them, I think.
Never.
Well, while they're talking, Abraham didn't want to do this, but he's gonna text Dinesh, and he's gonna say, "You mind giving me a refresher on what your son looks like again? Old age and whatnot. Send me a picture if you could."
A couple of
He
moments.
signed the end of the text, like sincerely, Abraham.
A couple of moments pass, and your phone pings, and whenever you open it up, you see a picture of a young man, mid-20s, darker skin, pretty close cropped hair. It looks a lot like Dinesh. But whereas Dinesh goes around in like suits and button-up shirts because he has a whole like row of stores a bit further down in Sunrise Market. Vinay tends to dress more in like button-up and leather jacket, like the same sort of attire as a lot of hunters.
Okay.
Shops at Supernatural are us.
Virgil, have you seen this kid before? And I just hold my phone up.
Put a face to a name.
Yeah.
Mortalis.
Fun. Love that. Oh, okay. 11 plus 1, 12. I know many things. Look at me knowing things.
On a hit. Okay. So Virgil, you know that he is a hunter. It might be in your professional interest to avoid him for the most part. And you know that unlike a lot of the other hunters, he actually does whereas a lot of the hunters that deal with Dinesh's crew, he's actually pretty friendly with a couple of the people over in Fontaine Alley. Fontaine Alley is just like this side street where there's actually a few magic shops. He tends to be one of the hunters who's a little bit better at his job, because he specifically leans into a little bit more of the like occult knowledge, and talks with some of the witches over there.
Gotcha. And I'd like to know something interesting about them.
That is something interesting about
Gotcha.
them.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. Virgil looking to say, yeah, I've met him before. What, you looking for him? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he may be missing. I don't know. Dinesh seemed pretty. I don't know if upset's the right word, but he wanted me to go out and look for him.
Yeah. Well, you could poke around Fontaine Alley. I know he kind of pokes around there. He likes the kind of, some hunters are a little weird about the like magic-y stuff, but he likes it, and it helps out. He does good work, unfortunately. But yeah, he does good work, so.
Sounds like a smart kid. It helps to know what you're fighting, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to talk to some witches or something, you can go over there. Maybe they know where he's at, but that's the best I can give you. Is, I don't know where he's at. Haven't seen him.
That's a good lead. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, missing persons might not be as related as I thought, or possibly on opposite sides.
Yeah, and hey, that one's on me. So, it's no recompense required.
Oh, well, we finally friends.
I think everybody's
We've
my
been
friend a little
friends.
bit.
Yeah, but usually he makes me, I'll tell you this if you'll tell my future later, It's nice to see him do something for free.
Yeah, I think
Malachi, it is about this point where you finally parked, and you can make your way down 4th Street and see everybody else.
I will be there. He'll approach
Joe.
wearing his. It's probably like it's good to have the trench coat for the rain, but it's like probably warmer than it should be for being here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
My
short
flannel is
sleeves.
soaked.
Short
hat's
sleeves and
covering
shorts
everything
is
for me,
too
I'm fine.
much for New Orleans.
Yeah.
Esque weather.
Like, yeah, so he is probably beaded with sweat as he's kind of like wandering around here and finds everything. All right. So cold drink. So what they say.
That's fine by me.
I feel like this is a set up to a joke somehow. Us all standing in the street like this. So maybe we should walk into the bar separately. I don't want to know what the punchline is.
Even an oracle, a hunter, and a mate walk into a bar. Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Well, I mean, I guess whatever. And I just link arms with Abraham and like pull him through the door with me.
Oh, alrighty.
Virgil will follow. We'll have a drinking. I don't know. He's definitely not gonna ask anything with Abraham here, so he's gonna wait on talking to Ada about his job. So
Are there any like signs or flyers or anything for the Bacchanalia place around that are visible? Like,
Yes,
yes. Okay.
you just see like as you walk over like to the entrance of the closest bar, you can see that just like on one of the signs in like immaculate, like really really good advertising, very professionally done, not like the church pamphlet is like laminated flyers for the Bacchanalia that's going to be opening in a few days.
Yeah, I think I wanted to like, kind of like point at that Virgil, like, know anything about this place?
I intend to find out pretty soon, but yeah, I don't know anything yet. I know who's opening it, but that's about it. Why, are you
Oh,
interested?
okay. Well, I'm looking for somebody who maybe like I'm just gonna hang out in the middle of the street and just just random activity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I was
walking
looking
into
for
the bar.
somebody
It's
who
fine.
maybe maybe involved with the folks from over the Underhill Street Market. Yeah, get my drift.
Well, I don't know that
Just
Buchanan's your guy, but me and Abraham head over there on Sundays, so maybe I know somebody.
uh familiar with Benji Bronco.
Ooh, sounds like I need to roll dice again.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Roll it.
advance.
And I
Roll.
meant to ask from earlier when you say Benji Bromley Elf, is that like Legolas or Dobby? Like
It's more Legolas. Like
okay.
it's- so the way that it works is everybody pretty much looks human, including the Fae and including a lot of the demons. They might not look like that everywhere, but
Okay.
I'm just
I kind of figured I just wanted to clarify.
like Orlando Bloom, like fused with Wilfred Brumley, or the diabetes guy is like what I'm imagining, just because of the last name. I don't know what unholy creation that is, but I got a 6, 8, 9. That's wild, right? Because it's Fae.
yes.
Yeah, so 9.
Do, 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 do. What most people know about them, pretty similar to what Malachi does. They are sort of like they're just below. They're like mid management of the Fey Court of Iris.
Okay.
They're like unseelie of Port Seville.
Do I know like more specifically in that area, like where, like to look, or just since I go there, kind of deal?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
The reason is, the fun thing about Underhill Street is that it changes every day.
Where do we go every week?
You go every week. Things tend to be in around the same position, but it is its own little slice of Avalon. The only thing that's really consistent, and is I'm using that word kind of loosely, is that you notice that there's a that every time you go there, there's a specific like the foliage outside the street that like lines the street changes every few seasons. Typically between magnolia blossoms and a large assortment of irises, and that's typically dependent on which who's in charge at the moment. You've only seen it flicker between those, but even then, getting around there is its own little adventure, which is kind of the treat about going there every week. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, Virgil would kind of think for a bit and say, well, I know he hangs out in the market, right? Finding anything in the market's a little tricky. It's kind of a bit sort of buildings are a thing, I guess, but like things move. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think you just kind of have to go and ask around. But I'm sure you'd probably be more likely to find him there if you see irises around. So that's kind of the best I got. If you want to come Sunday, we can rope Abraham.
Yeah, I may ask you and Abraham for some pointers there. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do
not sure
brunch.
if I can hold out till Sunday. I might need to
doing
go over there
brunch.
soon in that.
Yeah, we could do a brunch. Yeah.
Sounds very nice.
I'll let
Oh.
Virgil lead. I usually get lost if I get off on my own there.
I get lost too.
Interesting
I just
place.
don't tell him. But
I don't believe you.
all right. But yeah, we can go. Is it like a tonight kind of thing, or is it like a tomorrow kind of thing?
I mean,
It's a
brunch is
sooner than
usually
later
between
kind of
lunch and
thing.
breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Okay.
are you
well,
referring to something else?
yeah. Um.
Like that
Hmm.
bowl, like that half, like laminated wooden bowl with like the half full peanuts. Like just kind of slide that over towards Ada a little closer.
All right.
Like, here, let's take your mind off brunch for a little bit. Have a snack. Relax.
I was getting rather hungry. It's been a while since I had my tea. Oops.
Yeah. It's because I mean, if we could do that over brunch, that'd be great. But I mean, we could go over there. I didn't. Depends on what everybody else needs help with it because we've got one like Fontaine Street going on, and
Yeah,
Oh,
so
this.
I may
And I
have to
show Virgil
step
the
out
church.
before then. He seemed a little like he wanted him found soon.
yeah, I mean, we can always split up. I mean, that's not. It's no harm. I mean, I don't mind walking over to Underhill.
yeah, so like I haven't. I'm unclear in character and out of character for like which priority to try to give to it, right? Because I don't know, like how soon the hanged man expects me to be trying to find something, and also like I don't want to like skew off of something else because we're starting to like see some things I think come together.
Do you want to say like retroactively you want to try and figure them out?
Figure out.
Figure out just like the hanging man.
That sounds wonderfully dangerous. Yes.
Okay. Roll with mind.
I don't think I'd ever want to figure him out. That would be horrifying.
And we'll say this might be happening in like a flashback or something, or it might be
Okay.
happening now.
These things, like everybody
Just
else,
look
is like,
over in
oh,
the corner.
time. It's a line. It goes in one direction. It's like, no, it's
It's a flat circle.
yeah. So it's a 4, a 3, and a +1 of mine, so that's 8.
Okay. So you may ask one of the following questions, and we will figure out how it is asked. Who is pulling your character strings? What's your character's beef? Well, this is one of them. Who is pulling your character strings? What's your character's beef with somebody else? What's your character hoping to get from me or somebody else?
Mhm.
What does your character worry is going to happen? How could I get your character to do something?
Right.
And how can I put your character in my debt?
Right. Okay.
As for like trying to figure out the urgency,
Well, yeah.
I think that might be like what's your character hoping to get from, or what does your character worry is going to happen?
Yeah, I was just leaning towards what does the Hangman worry is going to happen?
Because of the nature of what they are, I'm going to be a little bit vague about this. They worry if they do not get this thing soon, they will not be able to stop other things from happening. Things that they do not want to happen.
Okay.
Now, they also get to ask something of you. What are you hoping to get from them?
I think Malachi is in enough debt to them that like that's kind of become the focus of his life. Like that's taken apart everything else that he had. And like the real goal there is, I want to not be in that debt. I don't know that feels like it's a good answer to that question, because it's also the answer to some kind of character creation. I'm sorry, which question was it again?
What is your
What was
character hoping to get from them? You've sworn this vow to them, and they gladly took it. But now that curiosity is starting to just like reach its tendrils into your mind, just like, why?
Not the thought tendrils.
There are too many weird in jokes going on. I kind of want to say that the reason that he like sold his soul, for lack of a better term, literally or not, was that he does have like a son who was sick, and it like involves helping in that scenario. But that may not be complete. Like it's helped, but it's not finished. And he does want to see that happen.
Okay.
Like that was part of the deal with them, but that's like a step on the road to digging your way out of this debt to them.
Great. So your answer as to like your priorities are your own. They would like this artifact soon, in order to prevent other things that they don't want to happen from happening.
Yeah.
But they're not like, you get the feeling that if they said we need this at this exact moment, they would tell you.
Right. It wasn't a you have until dawn. It was we need this quickly. Where it's a little more drawn out in terms of what quickly means. That feel accurate? Yeah. Okay. All right. That helps me understand where I should be aimed at. Thank you.
So
yeah,
thinking...
sorry. So the middle of the conversation with Virgil, where he went blank in the face, like, well, there was a thing. Soon, but it doesn't have to be top priority for tonight.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm thinking maybe this lead on Abraham's buddy's boy.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Missing child. I can identify with that. Let's help somebody there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. And while Virgil's like talking and like not breaking eye contact with anybody, Ada gets a text that says, "Need you to look into somebody." But he's just still like probably talking to Ada while he's sending that kind of deal. It's like,
I'm just like,
y'all sure y'all want to help? I don't want to be a burden. I can head over there myself.
Abraham, your problems are never a burden. I will gladly help.
yeah, maybe I can find this bar I'm looking for on the way.
That'd be good.
Thank y'all.
I'd not as sneakily just look down and just text back. I guess whatever, whenever.
Yeah. It'll be one of those things where Virgil's going to try to find a time when there's like to break off with Ada for a sec to ask a question while they're like walking, like get separated from a crowd or something like that. But
I'm also
Every time you do that, I'm gonna just roll add a corruption and do the catch you fuckers at a bad time. Just every single time.
That's perfect.
Like what?
Oh yeah, nothing.
Nothing. I do nothing. I'm also going to forward that photo of the flyer to Andre with just Miss Lane said that John may have been looking into this. The light seems ominous. So he has a lead in case shit's bad. Maybe they'll handle it for us.
It goes, sir. A few minutes later, you glance down and it changes to red. Like this was red.
Leaving me
There's no
on red.
response.
Okay, so I'm assuming we are skipping out on the hurricanes and going directly for clues.
Plan.
Fine.
Loudly scoots his chair back.
Where are you headed?
Fontaine Alley.
Yep.
Yeah, if on yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for that bar though on our way, kind of deal, because I know you said I didn't just see it walking down the street, trying to kind of piece that together and figure out sort of why not.
Are you trying? Hmm. No, I don't think this would be setting a place of power. Okay.
I mean, if I need to, I can just say that I'm looking for Buchanan specifically, because
Okay.
I know that is just hit the streets.
I'm looking for Church of Light related things as well. Like symbol and anything.
But yeah, and if I end up having to like break off to do that before I do, I'll just let everybody know like, hey, you need me, just give me a ring. Could be there in a sec.
If your main focus is to investigate something else, instead of going to Fontaine Alley, then yeah, you would need to break away
Yeah.
from the group.
But you know, they all know that they can just kind of invoke my name and I'll show up. It's like this is really
does
annoying.
that.
Yeah, it's good. But and Buchanan's an imp, right? So that's wild.
Yes, you would need to roll with wild.
Ooh, that's not good. Is this one of those that doesn't say what happens on a miss? It's a 5. So I just don't find it, I guess.
Yes, you cannot find Buchanan.
Guy gets out from under his boss, and all of a sudden he just disappears. And it's just really hard to find, huh? All right, fine. But yeah, so I'll just kind of circle around. I probably went off for a bit, but then I'll make my way to Fontaine Alley. I might be a little behind everybody else, but
Actually, it's funny because as you have wandered off and have really just like gone around trying to look for this person, you do not recognize where you are.
I'd love to try to figure that out.
We'll come back to you.
Oh, perfect.
Oh no.
Even better.
Ada, are you specifically looking for something?
Yeah, I was just gonna look on our walk, like not really go out, but just see if like, you know, in the bars where there's pamphlets, anywhere, just see if there's any more signage or anything of this church to see how broad their influence may have actually been.
Okay.
Or if, you know,
I'm going to do something a little weird, but it's a little weird because Urban Shadows just says that whenever you're trying to look for something to do, you go to this move instead. I want you to roll to keep your cool.
Okay.
So you will tell me the situation that you want to avoid, in this case, missing anything on your walk that would have to do with the Church of Light.
Mhm.
and then you would roll with spirit.
Oh, good. I like that one. Oh, wow. I hate that roll. That was 2 1s on the die, so 4.
Okay, good to know. That is a miss.
I'm like looking longingly at everyone walking around with like grenade drinks. Should have got at least something.
Man, even Bucky's has buzz balls now. It's wild.
I can't do them.
Yeah.
It just
I
sounds
think-
bad, doesn't it? It doesn't even sound like it's good.
They're so bad. We got some and like Labor Day last year or year before or something because they were like $1 at the grocery store. None of them were drinkable. It was like a drink each or like nope.
So as we're going, I think about every minute or so, I'm like holding my phone up and like looking at the picture and just walking around the street. So there's like magic shops here. I assume they would be closed. I don't really know. So I'm just looking for that face and maybe in any lights that are in the windows if they look closed up.
Yeah, about this time, most of the like normal boutiques and everything either would be closed or would really only be serving a very select clientele. But yeah, eventually you do like if you look on Google Maps, it will show you Fontaine Street, and you can turn to that alleyway. In between these buildings, there's just like a cover over the street, so like you can walk between the specific shops here without getting soaked. Um, Off to the side, there's like maybe a stall set outside before you get to a more old-fashioned brick and mortar that has the like sort of touristy magic stuff. So like you'll see big grimoires and like skulls and candles and stuff on the outside um, with like old-fashioned like doilies and candelabras and stuff. Um, but yeah, you have made it to Fontaine Alley.
Okay. Does it look like busy here?
No,
Not really.
not at all. There's really nobody here. There's just a low mist coming in from the very hot Louisiana summer air, uh, mixing with the rain that was on the other streets, just sort of rolling in.
So what Virgil said.
Would there usually be somebody like milling about a little bit at this time, or this is just kind of how it usually is around this time?
It's hard to tell. Usually somebody's around here.
Quiet. You're quiet.
Yeah, I'd
Virgil said
have
he
to say
goes
so.
to just a magic shop he have info? Or could? Or
Yeah, but not seeing anyone here, so definitely not seeing Vinay.
Are you trying? Are you trying to like do a bit further of an investigation,
Yeah,
looking
I'll
around?
go. Yeah,
Okay,
if he's in trouble, he's not going to be out in the street. So
that would that's gonna necessitate a roll. That roll is gonna be study a place of power,
Okay.
and you're gonna be rolling with Mortalis.
would I possibly know of maybe the shop or the person that he would be in contact with, just being of the occulty stuff as well?
Um, you might.
I got a 5.
Okay, cool. That's a miss. Yeah, there's nobody here. That's weird. Ada, can you roll? I'll say put a name to a face.
Okay. Well, that's good on the die. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then what am I adding? Anything?
You're adding mortalis.
That make it 11.
On a 10 plus, you have dealt with this person. You learned something interesting or useful about them, or they owe you a debt. Your choice. This person's name is Glenn. They use they them pronouns. They are a witch that operates out of one of the stalls here in Fontaine Alley. They do tarot readings and other sort of mystic stuff. They're not an oracle. They just practice like sort of hedge magic and sort of lean into there. Do you want to know something interesting about them, or do you want them to owe you?
I think in this situation, I want them to owe me.
Okay. But yeah, you have this person's number. And they owe you for something. Why did they owe? What have you done for them?
What have I done for them? I feel like I've been doing a lot for everybody. Let's see. I think maybe something along the lines of with maybe like really gave like was coming down one day. He was way off on his tarot, like some, maybe I kind of helped him kind of hone in on that and how to really tap into more of that kind of divination stuff. And he's making some more money for being, not me.
Oh, and sorry, I was wrong. They actually use any pronouns, so yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Sorry.
You cannot misgender them.
But yeah, so I think maybe it was like hey, this is probably you're kind of screwing people over. Let me teach you the ropes a little bit better here. I feel bad for you, dude.
All right.
Well, I think maybe if this is the area we're looking for, it might be Glenn. They run a shop or a little stand here. Pretty chatty.
Maybe
Might be
too late
asleep by
then.
now.
Yeah.
I can give him a ring for some information though. This seems to be rather dire, and they do owe me. Just a little
Magic
bit.
shops. These people are up all night.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing something.
Sure. I guess you can see. Send them this picture. See if they know the last whereabouts.
Cool. Yeah, I think I will call
Hope that's
Glenn,
not a
and as
mistake.
it's ringing, forward the photo to him.
I feel weird giving this photo to everyone.
Well, hey, Ada.
Hello, Glenn. I didn't wake you, did I?
Ah, no. What's going on?
Well, if you will see, I just forwarded you a photo of a gentleman. Do you recognize them?
Yeah, that looks like Vinay. Yeah, it comes around every now and then. Why?
Well, I'm with a acquaintance of his, and he is missing. And I was hoping maybe there was some sort of information that you may be able to give me on when was the last time he was seen, or if you could pull some strings to give me some info.
He's missing. He came here today, just like earlier today.
Oh, and I just do that thing where I kind of repeat everything back to people say for me. Oh, he was there today. Okay. What was he coming for? Any sort of reading or for any other information?
I think he would. I think he went over to Miss Cleo's to, I don't know, get something. Where are you at right now?
I am where your stand usually is.
Do you need me to come down there?
If you are home, that would be wonderful. I
All
didn't
right.
want to make you get out of bed or anything.
Sure. Just give me a few minutes. Let me
Alrighty.
make myself somewhat presentable.
Oh, you don't have to. All right, Glenn's coming down. They're upstairs.
Oh, good.
Virgil,
Hmm.
you are walking around these streets that you do not recognize anymore.
Just no street signs.
No.
Or just names I don't know.
Yes and no.
No, this is bad.
It's pretty bad. You turn around a corner and it's just weird. There's just an off-putting place. You go in another direction and you do see somebody.
Hmm.
And just like in one of the street lights, it's just like barely lighting. Like you can tell that it's the bulb is about to burn out. And you just see somebody in a like baggy hoodie, just sort of like standing there.
Hey, buddy, you got give you a few bucks for some directions. Seem to have gotten lost.
The head of the person like lifts up and turns in your direction. They don't say anything.
So what's Virgil just keep walking towards them.
Okay.
Just kind of be like, you got a name, pal? You got a I know you're probably not normal, so we can just start there. You gotta what's the I'm uncomfortable. We'll start there as well. That's the second thing you gotta know. What's okay. Not all right. Can I like what's their deal? Like I
Do
don't
you
know.
want to? Okay. Do you want to try and figure them out, or do you want to try to put a face to a name?
Put a face. I want to figure out if I know them first. Because if I know them, I know how bad this is.
Figure out their face.
What is that circle?
Power.
Oh, goody. I think that's another box. It is. That's a 7 plus 1, 8.
8. Okay. On an 8. Okay. Malachi, how much have you talked about your people?
Only up until the point where people start to like seem visibly physically uncomfortable trying to explain things,
Virgil,
which is
do you
probably
get
pretty
physically
quick.
uncomfortable?
Yeah, I feel like we've probably we're in similar situations, so I feel like we've talked about that before. So it's probably one of those things like, oh, you're one of oh great, this is bad, this is worse actually.
They hold out their hand and their fingers there are too many joints in them and they go on for far too long, but they just sort of hold out their hand as if waiting for you to take it.
Now can I figure them out? Because that's sketchy. That feels sketchy. What do I roll for that?
To figure someone out, you roll with mind.
Oh, that's my best stat. It's the best one. A 6 minus 1. A 5.
That is a miss.
Yeah, that's not good. This is powered by the apocalypse. That probably does bad things to me. Oh, well, no, but what's the worst that can happen, right? Just go ahead and take the hand.
Okay. You take their hand,
Mm-hmm.
and they sort of just like walk in a direction.
Okay. This is kind of some cutesy shit, huh?
They sort of turn back to you, and you can see like they had their hood up. And as they turn to you, there's no eyes, because of course there aren't. And they just
Yeah, me too, bud.
turn back and keep walking.
One of those days, huh? Talk about dark circles, but they never really doesn't quite. Not the conversationalist, huh?
They pull you toward an alley.
I'm starting to remember some like classes that like a cop came and taught at my elementary school. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm in it now.
Real's having a real stranger danger flashback moment.
Yeah.
They continue leading you through this alley.
Mm-hmm.
And then they will stop, let go of your hand, and just gesture forward.
Is that the way?
They don't respond.
Right. Did you want the $5 for the directions? You know what?
They
How
don't.
about if I live, I'll email you. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Great. I'm gonna leave. You're not gonna say anything. I'll just walk down the alley.
Okay. You walk out, and you're not back on 4th Street. You're like a little bit further in, like sort of on one of the streets between 4th Street and Fontaine Alley. But you're
Okay.
back where you remember how to navigate.
Nice. Just gonna pull out the phone and text Malachi and be like, just met one of your special friends. Real conversationalist, that one. We held hands. It was cute. Like a winky face emoji.
Like, oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Better off if you don't hear their voice.
Oh, don't say
Cool. Headed to Fontaine. Yeah, and I'll just head their way.
While you're waiting there, eventually you do hear the click clack of footsteps coming down the alley, and you see this figure coming up. They have high heel boots on, a crop top, very fabulous floppy hat, and a light beard. And you do recognize Glenn walking in. Yes, Ethan.
I looked at the Legend Keeper. I know.
But I told you
Glorious.
did not have to look presentable for us. You have outdone yourself.
If I did not make myself look presentable, I would have been naked. Let's see. I mean, well, so I did see Vinay come in. He went over to Miss Cleo's. Let's. I can walk with you over there. I have a
Yeah,
key
I don't
if
know
we
if I've.
need to go in, but
Oh, if she,
that's. I mean,
if we need to.
if we need to, like, I can't just do that for everybody, But I
Right, but
I figure you do owe me.
I, you, yeah, okay, that's fine. Yes, and a life could be in danger. You never. I feel like Miss Cleo wouldn't be too upset in that case. I don't know her personally, but maybe.
I mean, we're not trying to steal nothing. I'm just looking for my friend.
Well, follow the lead.
All right. And they walk you over towards one of the brick and mortar stores. Take out a key from their pocket and open up the door. It jingles a bit, and you can walk into this. It would look very cluttered. Like there's a lot of stuff around here, most of which is primarily just to make the shop look good. And what people can actually buy is or what's in most people's price range is just relegated to like a counter shelf. But you walk in. Eventually, Glenn finds the light switch and turns it on, and the light flickers for a little bit, and then actually does illuminate the room. It's just a magic shop.
Well,
At least for what you see right now. If you would like to investigate further, that might be you might need to study a place of power, or keep your cool, or well, we can
Malachi would
figure that out.
definitely be interested in checking out the stuff that's on the shelves here for like, is this stuff like really legit, or is this stuff just like, here's the
Yeah.
paper mache skulls?
Yeah, Malachi, how
These are
would
just
you like to
sugar
study a
skulls.
place of power? Roll with
Hmm.
Mortalis.
I think I would be probably going through the stuff that's there on the shelves and like the picking up some things, probably comparing it to like other things that have been like, oh, is this kind of like the etchings? Like there's a sigil on the back of this one, but it's kind of like the right one, but it's like part of it's rotated 90 degrees. It's the wrong thing. That's not right. Just comparing it to like some of the other things that he's had to find and handle and address in the past. And I think with genuine police, I get to roll with mind.
To figure someone out, or
To study a place of power.
okay.
So that is 4 and a 2 for 6 plus 1 is 7.
That is a hit. Okay. You see below the surface to the reality underneath. I will reveal an area, NPC, or item located within that is not what it seems. So a lot of this is, just tourist trap. Just like, oh, I want to go to, the Cajun part of Louisiana and pick up all the
Nope,
voodoo
so
shit.
is the little voodoo toys. Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then you start to notice like, oh, some of the stuff behind here is like, in case of emergency, break glass, real shit. Mostly just components for hedge magic. Not minor tricks, but just like smaller charms and stuff. And you get the sense that a lot of it was taken recently.
Like taken to be acquired, to be put in the shop here recently.
Like it was removed.
Things were removed from the shop.
Or at least
to the shop.
from this like counter.
Okay. Like there's like gaps here kind of thing.
Mhm.
Where okay.
is
Well,
Miss
I
Theo
won't.
home?
I mean, this isn't like where she lives, but I assume she is. Like, I gotta be honest, like, we was kind of told to be on like high alert in case like weird shit was going on. That's why I answered so quick. But
Why is everyone on high alert tonight? Do you have any idea what weird shit could be?
Do you want to try and figure them out?
Mm-hmm.
Please roll with mind.
Oop, I almost went off the desk. Oh, but that's good. That's 10 even.
All right. On a hit, you can ask 2 questions. Who is pulling your character strings? What is your character's beef with somebody? What's your character hoping to get from something or someone? What does your character worry is going to happen? How could I get your character to do something? Or how can I put your character in my debt?
Glenn, you look to be thinking over some things. Maybe I can help
Uh,
narrow down your thought.
So we're going to take a step back while you answer these questions.
I thought I was asking him those questions about like their character. It's
so yeah. Basically, we're just taking a step back. These are going to be you can ask me these questions. You and Glenn will have a conversation that will reveal these things.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I think essentially then I just want to know the pull and the strings. Who gave the call to be on high alert? What was that about? And then like why worried? Why is there like a hesitancy and a stuff?
Yeah. So Glenn, as you're talking to them, you get the sense that they're trying to keep some of their secrets a little bit close because they're not really their secrets to reveal. But you do get them to open up a little bit. And they say that it was, they were worried that some of the borders between the mortal world, Avalon, Inferno, beyond, something happened not too long ago, but they're a little unstable right now. And even he isn't really sure what exactly is causing it. And he doesn't want to say too much without putting people on alert. And that's sort of coming from just he doesn't have a lot of information, but it's also because they're sort of respecting, for lack of a better word, the Supreme Witch, Miss Cleo LeBlanc, the owner of the shop that you're in.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I'm back to thinking that these missing people are related again. I'm back and forth on this hunch. I think I'm going to stick firmly in it this time. There is something fishy going on because the individual that I'm not related to, but know about being missing is from Night. You've got your hunter here. Now we've got this coven of witches on high alert. Got a coven of vampires on high alert. Something's fishy. Have either of y'all's godly or demonic friends said anything? I feel like they would know more than us. To either Virgil or Malachi,
So
whoever's.
okay, yeah.
Virgil hasn't shown up
I'm
quite
still
yet.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
that's
way.
right. Virgil's not
I
there
had a
yet.
long
Okay.
commute from Otherworld.
That's right.
Bizarro land.
Yeah, Virgil went off one of the sideways streets, and like it takes a while to connect those back up the right direction. It's when all like the angles don't add up to 360 anymore. It's it's a weird part of town.
It's a mess.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything else about anybody who was missing. I just know something that's missing. Oh,
You're not even sure that that thing is missing. You just know where it is.
oh, I just okay.
You know
Yeah,
who has
I
it.
just know
It's
there's.
wanted.
I know there's something. Yeah, I'm on the job as usual. Yeah, someone just shows up and says, "Fetch."
So Glenn's probably not here anymore, but maybe
I'm right here.
or sorry, not Glenn.
Vinay.
Yeah.
It's his age getting to him.
But he enough. But he seemed to purchase something from here.
Or was Cleo the information woman for him?
Oh. Are there any like back rooms, Glenn? That
Yeah. Right around
they
there.
won't get mad at me if I go back there.
No. Well, I mean, I'm really not supposed to let y'all in, but if I go with y'all and if y'all don't touch too many things, that should be all right.
And Malachi takes a second to me, like clarifies, like, do we have permission to be in the shop?
It just rolls her eyes and looks at him.
Well, we have Glenn's permission, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malachi, how specific does this need to be?
It says never trespass on another's property, and I kind of assumed that it was Glenn's property, but he gets permission to enter.
What do you do?
I mean, was there a response back from Glenn that felt affirmative? Like, because
It was just
it
kind of.
seemed it felt a little,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
No,
okay.
you read correctly. Their response was a little
Yeah.
dodgy. It's just like, eh? What do you do?
I will. Yeah, take a look at the back. I'll be outside. Keep an eye out front.
All right.
Trying to not
Yes.
be too long.
Wave Virgil down if you see him, I suppose. And then start looking for any sign of a person being here. Oh, does she have like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is more modern times, but does she have like a ledger? Any sort of like sales info?
Yeah, she would.
And see if there's anything with Abraham Buddy's kid. I need to write down his name so I can remember it.
It's
Vinay.
Vinay with a V. Yeah. Okay,
Vinay.
Oh, that was one letter off.
I forget that like I have a quiet keyboard now. I can actually type in my notes instead of like writing little tiny notes that are gonna get lost.
Habits.
It's habits.
Yeah, I'll just look for anything that's like would interest a hunter. Like maybe would interest Dinesh or Vinay.
Yeah, so both of y'all go into like one of the back rooms, and it is set up like a little office. And there is a ledger that's, put away neatly. Ada, you're going to take some time to go through that. There's nothing else in the office that immediately seems like a hunter would pick up on it. Although I do want you to try and keep your cool in order to, let's say, try to avoid missing something. Please roll with spirit.
Spirit.
Unless you have a move that lets you change the attribute.
I don't think I do. It's a +0. 7.
7 is a hit.
Yes, finally.
Okay. Okay. You pick up something. I don't know if it's just like a bit of a smell or just like a feeling. There is something here that you can maybe try and pick up on. But you are going to have to leave the rest of the group for a little bit. This is going to take a little bit of focus. You don't need the distraction. What do you do?
Is it just me and Ada in the room, or did Glenn follow?
Yeah, Glenn's around.
Okay. I'll just kind of piddle around, look busy, like I'm just looking at things, and then once Ada finishes up, I'll just be like, I'll catch you in just a second. I want to look at one more thing, and just kind of wait for everyone to meander out of the room.
Ada, at one point you do pick up that Vinay has been here a couple of times, and he just picked up just like a collection of herbs every now and then.
Can I like guess by the type of herbs what it may be? Is it like for like medicinal type things? Is it more like energy protection things? Is it like what's he using this for?
Between you and Glenn, you would pick up that they were hex bags. They can be used. These specific things were specifically made in order to combat specific types of monsters.
Well, seems like he's good at his job.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Well, at least we know that much. I guess I don't know where else to go to find a lead for him.
So within the shop, there's the front area that you've gone into. There's the back room in the office. And in the back room in the office, there is a set of stairs leading up. I should have mentioned that before.
Never mind, I found another lead. I'll go this way.
All right, I'm gonna stick around here just for a little bit longer, and maybe there's some like, I don't know, hidden stuff in the desk. Who knows? I do it, so
Glenn,
figure
would
others
you like
did
to
too.
be my escort to whatever is up there?
All right.
I'll just be real quick and safe, and I won't even touch anything.
Sure. And y'all make your way up. Jake, what are you looking for?
So originally I got just a sense of something
Yeah.
that would only present itself. Maybe I'll quickly go back over the places I've already just looked around to see if anything has changed. Look through the same drawers over and over. Maybe open the ledger a few times to see if anything has changed in it.
You go around.
Hidden compartments, stuff like that, maybe.
You go around. You look around. No, you've been here before. No, There's nothing here. There's nothing here. You go around, and in the office while you're alone, you see another door that leads outside. I guess maybe that would make sense, right? And you just there. Is that just a taste in your mouth, or smell, or you go through the door?
Yes.
You open the door, and
Try not to let it shut behind me, but
outside you see it's sort of just like this garden or just this like patch of grass that's between a whole bunch of brick buildings, and right in front of you, and let me just be clear, this door did not make itself known to anybody else. uh, uh, you finally understand what that smell was, or that sense was. It was dampened from the rain that is pouring over this garden, but it's just the aftertone of burned flesh. Because in this garden, face down, like over the stump of a log, is the body of a man, and seared into the back, burning through his clothes, is the symbol of a fleur-de-lis. And a lot of blood.
that's the symbol of what again? Can you repeat it?
It's a fleur-de-lis. It's the little we.
Oh, okay.
It's a thing that's on our logos. It's right
Yeah,
over. It's right
looked.
there.
Yeah.
It
I never knew
decorates
what that was called.
every Louisiana home
Yeah.
somewhere. There's one somewhere. Just gotta look hard enough.
Oh shit. I'll walk up and slowly roll them over,
It's him.
and somehow pray to something that it's not him.
Whoops! It's him. Ada, you and Glenn go up. Have gone up, and there's just like a whole bunch of containers and everything. This is where the rest of the stock would be. There's also just like a few other rooms here, with various things. They're just like multi-purpose witch safe rooms.
Well, this is
And
quite the impressive stash.
Well, gotta keep things stocked in case people need anything. Malachi, at this point, you see Virgil walking up.
Waiting outside again, buddy?
There's, questionable circumstances. Just keep an eye on the street.
All right, we'll check this one out. And Virgil's just gonna step inside, like a little shimmy.
So messed up.
Like, I guess they're inside, right? I'm not just. They're not like down the street or something. Okay, sweet. Hey, your buddies are weird, dude. They're like weird.
Get that sensation like you were licking a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, a little bit.
It'll go away in a couple hours.
Sure. Yeah, great. I mean, hey, it's better than sulfur. Man, you know how hard it is to get the smell of sulfur out of clothing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm full. There was a night a couple months ago that I had a whole suit. Had to like totally replace it. And it was a brand new suit too.
It's bad, yeah. And demons still haven't figured that thing out. They just deal with it. It's like,
but sometimes
gross.
when somebody has a tooth and you need the tooth, you got to go in through the back of the neck to get it. Sometimes that's just how it works.
It's right. I like you. Nobody really gets it. You got it. You get it. And he's just gonna walk in. Be like, hello.
Abraham, you hear that someone else has walked into the shop, although and you have prevented the door from closing behind you, so you can hear.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the body back over and take a picture with his phone just in case. I don't know. Then he's gonna try his best to get the body out of wherever this little enclosed area is. So if I close the door, I may not get back in there again. So I'm dragging a body out into the office.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where I
Back
am?
here, Virgil.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Virgil will walk in the room and be like, "Oh shit, what? Who's that?"
Who I'm looking for.
Oh.
I need to make the worst phone call. Fuck.
Yeah, I think that one's on you. I don't even think. How long has it been since I talked to? Yeah, this isn't going to be the first time I talked to Dinesh in a few weeks, so it's on you. What is that on his back?
It's a fleur de lis, of course.
Yeah,
know of
yeah,
them.
but why is that? That does. I know of them.
And
Seen
Ada,
them.
you hear this coming from downstairs.
Yeah,
Heck.
I'll just come down and be like, and then just look back up at Glenn and see what their reaction is.
I mean, they're
Okay, you just
Friggin'
a
the
surprise.
The brand
that
on
guy.
his back.
Where did you find
Brenda.
this?
Yeah, we looked in every drawer.
Interesting thing. I'd had a weird feeling that once everyone left the room, I would find what I needed.
Huh.
There was a door over there. Is it even still there?
did you really pay attention to it whenever you were bringing the body in?
No.
No, then no, the door's not there. It did close whenever you brought the body in.
Yeah, I was too busy being face to face with a dead man.
Mhm.
Virgil's texting Malachi and be like, "Yikes, we found him," with like the grimace emoji, just like a one of
My
those.
God.
Well, I guess.
I think
Text him a
Malachi
photo.
will like lean in through the doorway and like kind of like knock on like the edge of the door frame, and then just be like, "Hey, Glenn, it's cool we come in now, right?" Like,
What the fuck? Yeah. I guess. The fuck?
okay.
I'm calling Dinesh.
What about a magic door? Is that a thing that Miss Cleo does, or is that something out of her realm?
I mean, look, probably. I mean, Miss Cleo has a lot of tricks. I don't know them all yet, but oh, fuck. Oh, should we like call some?
Are there like drapes or anything for like the front windows and like that
Yeah.
part of there?
Yeah,
So
there are.
like,
They
Glenn,
they've
how
been
about
closed for the night.
yeah, I was gonna like, hey Glenn, how about you make sure the door's locked, the drapes are drawn, like yeah. Like let's give you a simple physical task to keep track of. Focus here. There you go.
Yep. You send them off. They are worrying about anything but this. Trying to keep busy.
Malachi, you recognize that? The thing? How would we
It's a
try to
fleur de
figure out
lis. That's
right? Yeah. How would we try to figure that out? I don't even know.
I mean, you certainly can't put a face to the name to try and figure that out. That might
Yeah.
be something that you need to spend some of our downtime doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
Cool.
And in fact, I think it is about that time where we can sort of take a little step back. Just like a lot of things have happened, and we can worry about like what are we going to do over the next few days. We can enter the faction turn.
Yeah, before we meet for brunch.
before we meet for
Right.
brunch. So mostly because I don't think I have the emotional capacity to role play this phone call.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel.
Just bring that werewolf earthblood energy to it.
No, my
No.
wife.
No, my son.
He's honestly not gonna break news like that over the phone. He's just gonna say, "Get here now."
Okay. Okay. So there are a few things that you can do in your downtime over the next couple of days. We'll say you do call him, he does show up, and you know he is clearly distraught, angry, upset, and wants to know who the fuck did this. That will happen over the next couple. That might play a part within the next couple of days. In fact, I might need to make some faction rolls for him because I actually get to roll dice during this move.
Yay.
I'm probably
Oh,
not, but
fun.
hey, things can happen. So things that you can do during the faction turn, you can try and weaken someone's standing within your within a circle with your rumors and your gossips. You can put out the word that you need something within your own circle. So, let's say Ada, if you needed something and you needed Miss Lane's help, that would be something that you can do. You can consult your contacts in other circles, or you can tend to your business instead of meddling in city affairs and just tell me how you pass the time and roll. And then so like put out rumors or just like try and get like rumors and stuff like that. So like what's morning's about to come. What's everybody planning to do over the next few days?
Virgil needs to figure out some more info on Sarah Bickham because that's not gonna wait as long as he wants it to. So he's just gonna try to go ahead and get that done.
Okay. Are you more asking around like
would I know what her circle is? Kind of deal, so I'd know whether to ask within my crew or specifically ask around.
I think first I want to ask if you know them or know enough about them. So
the only thing I think Virgil would know is that Thomas was probably like a hunter, right? With was a hunter with Abraham, but that's about like doesn't know anything. Like probably didn't even know he had a daughter.
Roll. What factions do you have marked?
All but night.
It's not night.
Okay.
So let's just roll.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think. Okay, so just an 8, and then I don't think any of mine.
That's still a hit.
Yeah.
The name is familiar from multiple ways. They were actually a Tainted. And their patron was Levistus.
Okay. Good.
Buchanan's boss.
Yeah. So I think. Yeah, I'll definitely ask around within the like tainted circles, and even like see if somebody who works for one of the other demons in town kind of has anything.
Okay.
On where this person might be.
Okay, so you're going to be rolling. Put out the word.
Yeah.
I need you to roll with your status in wild, which I believe is just 1 or 2.
Should be 1. Yeah.
1.
You have to like spend advances to do that kind of stuff. Fancy status. That is an 8. Again, 7 plus 1.
All right. When you consult your um, on a 7 to 9, you get word back that a member of another circle has what you need. A friend or ally has already scheduled a meeting to close the deal. You're just asking for information on this person, right?
Yeah, I want to know like where they are, or if I can get a location, but more just like what's their deal, like everything I'd need to know if I'm gonna roll up to, end them, right?
Somebody does have information. Specifically, somebody associated with Knight.
Sweet, sick. Get that advancement.
And yeah, we'll set you up with a meeting with them. Their name is Logan. Logan Daniels, and they you can meet them at the Riverwalk in a few days, which is conveniently whenever we will start playing again in real time.
Logan, what was her last name?
Daniels.
Daniels. Sweet. Perfect. That MLS. That's me. That's what I do.
You want to go first?
Nope.
Okay. Probably gonna spend most of my time trying to help Dinesh and putting out the word that to I guess hunter circles that Vinay has been murdered and branded.
Yeah. So the hunters and the people aware are definitely going to be a little more on alert. They're going to be looking around for answers to what has happened. Are you is this more just tending to your business?
Yeah, I know I had one thing from character creation where I was working on something for Virgil. So I may put some time into that. I don't know what that would really entail, though. What am I doing for you, Virgil?
What are you doing for Virgil?
What did we say about that? It's a great question.
I don't remember.
So I have Abraham has basically, he has his shop, and then in the back it's full, like a junkyard full of different raw materials, and then inside he has machining tools for like making weapons.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think you were making me something, right? Was the deal?
Yes. Yeah, I was likely machining something for you.
Yeah, I think maybe Virgil was gonna have you make him like the like physical object for what he was gonna try to get as like a demon killing sword. Like a demon killing sword. So like getting something that could like just the baseline metal work done, so that then he can go take it to like some weird folks to get some things done to it. But like,
yeah, I just see it as I'm making him a sweet sword.
Yeah, and specifically, it's got to be a katana. It just has to be. It's special. There's a special reason, and he sent you a bunch of like a little like print. He's like, yeah, you're gonna need to inscribe those on the blade, and I'm gonna need the hilt to be include these couple things, but it's fine. It shouldn't be too hard to work with. Just that's what I need.
Just a fleur de lis on the
just a fleur de lis on the hilt. Extra special. No. No, that's just for style. That's not for anything.
Yeah.
That's like the worst symbol to see branded in South Louisiana, because like everybody's wearing one, probably.
Yeah.
you've passed 10 people on the street with that tattooed on their body. Like, it doesn't, yeah, but yeah, no, probably just working on that sword. It's like I got a buddy who's like an Oni that's gonna help me out with this. But...
Okay.
Yokai.
Yeah,
Yokai house.
really anything Dinesh needs, I want to try and make myself
Yeah.
available and helpful, but as well work on this maybe in the evenings or something.
Okay. Let's roll, but don't add anything. Just roll 2d6.
11,
All right.
5 and 6.
Okay, so on a hit, an interesting opportunity presents itself to you. The MC will tell you what you need to do to seize it. And on 10 plus, you can ask me a follow-up question. I can answer it honestly. Interesting opportunities. I need to consult my notes. Anybody else have anything they want to do before I figure out how to answer this?
I have a question, maybe. So with my things, there were a couple of my Oracle moves
Mhm.
that could have come in, or if I still can, handy in that whole, oh God, there's a body scene.
Yep.
Can I mean, I have 2 moves. Can I do both of them?
Sure.
I don't know if there's like a cooldown. It doesn't say. I just think I just roll and there's bad stuff if I mess up.
Sure.
So the first one I guess I'll do is my psychometry. I think is how you say that word.
Yep.
On the jacket, and specifically like around the fleur-de-lis area, to attempt to learn more about this interesting object.
Sure.
Since that's all I kinda got to work with.
Roll with spirit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I just got the minimum I needed. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right in the middle. So I get to ask one of my questions, which I think I just want to know. I can guess strong emotions have been felt near this object. I think I can figure that one out. I think I want to know what secrets or mysteries has this object been privy to, as I'm like just kind of barely touching it and really thinking.
Leaving extra fingerprints at a crime scene.
Yeah, I'm like fingerprints, blood. It's not pretty, but you know, gotta do my job.
You get a flash of a man in much older clothing, 1700s, 1800s. Just like angrily walking toward your point of view.
Ooh.
And there's just anger. But you do get a sort of sense of what this person looked like. Dark skin, shaved hair, kind of unkempt, but kept close to his face, beard, and just very, very loose clothing that is clearly not from this time.
So yeah, she kind of closes her eyes, focuses in on that, snaps back. It's like, all right, well, that's weird. And then wanted to then go to Glenn as they are keeping themselves busy up in the front, and try to skim the surface and read kind of their surface thoughts, see if I can get in there a little more behind whatever their kind of hesitation was before, and now see if this oh shit panic will let me learn a little more from them.
Okay.
And yeah, I think they just kind of want to go up like I'm going to console them and just be like, it's fine. Are you good? Whatever. And
Roll a spirit.
get in. That is 6, 7, 8 again. 3, 3, 2. Yeah. So one question. I was wanting to get high on this one. I think I want to just get, and I don't know, there may not be any more than kind of what I gathered before. But I think I want to get in on what is the secret you're keeping? See if there may be more that they know that I wasn't picking up on.
Okay.
While they're distressed.
I will tell you that Glenn is not privy to any secrets that would give more insight into what is going on right now. If you would like to ask another question, you can, knowing that. It was more Glenn. This is not Glenn's shop.
Yeah.
This is just his boss's area.
Yeah.
And he knew that everybody else was out, was otherwise indisposed, and trying to deal with other bad shit that
Yeah.
might be related to this. But as far as secrets, Glenn doesn't have any that are his own.
Yeah. No, I think that's fine. Just having a confirmation is fine.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure there wasn't like any now with seeing new things or anything. So I think that's fine. And then I think the only thing I would probably do in the rest of that time is just see if there was any sort of movement on John Giardo and the Church of Light or anything with Andre, or if that's all just crickets.
Okay. Abraham. An opportunity presents itself to you as you are visited by or you get a text from a number that is not in your phone. Heard you found that poor boy in my shop. Would you mind helping me figure out more? You may ask a follow-up question, and I will answer it honestly. But what you will need to do to seize it is agree to help this person.
Was sent to just me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Abe's always down to help for favors and stuff. So he sends back, sure, I'll help you. What did she say exactly again? Or what
I
did they
heard
say
I heard you
exactly?
found that poor boy in my shop. Would you like to help me figure out more?
I'll just say, yes, I did. I can help you. Honestly, he would. Hmm. Do you have any ideas who did it?
You get an address back um, of a cafe uh, in the historic downtown area. Um, and just a response, meet me here tomorrow, breakfast preferably.
Good.
Or actually,
Abe
this would have
doesn't believe in brunch. He wakes up at 4:30 in the morning.
this actually would have been a couple, like a day or two would have passed, then you would have gotten that to meet the next day.
Okay. So I've already been in talks with Dinesh and stuff for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. And he just replies, great.
Cool.
GR8.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
Malachi, what are you up to over the next couple of days?
I would like to try to find more information about the sheriff of Iris.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Okay, Iris. Yes, did not miss a letter. I'm kind of torn because that could be putting out the word to people that I know, or I also almost feel like there could be like consulting contacts to find out who may have a debt on him to be later doing like hit the streets to try to use that debt against him. So, yeah, could use a little bit of input on that.
Sure. You can absolutely put out the word within like your area, people close to you that you need a meeting with, a meeting or just like dirt on the sheriff of Iris. You've maybe not you specifically, but Jake or Abraham and Virgil go to that market every now and then. They might know a few people, so you can absolutely consult your contacts through them or just people that you've gone to. Yeah, either work. It's more just do you want to roll with your status or your status
my
mild,
circle or with
which is
status. Yeah, I don't have any status. It's yeah, I guess I'll put out the word among power people that I am trying to arrange to get in touch with this person.
okay. Roll with power.
Okay.
That's such a fun thing to say. Just roll with power.
With power.
The power.
Oh yeah. So it's 2 and 2 and 1. It's 5.
Okay. A 5 is a miss.
Yeah.
So on a miss, you can still ask one of the questions. But your contacts, or sorry. On a miss, you hear An enemy or rival within your circle is obstructing your efforts. Deal with them first, and what you need will follow soon. Interesting. Okay.
Well, so I'll have somebody else from power who is in the way. That's the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are trying to figure out what's going on with the sheriff, but one of it seems like people are a little bit hesitant to come back to you with that. And by the time you're able to shade on somebody to like figure out why, there's a wizard in the way. That is also trying to get in a little bit tighter with the Court of Iris, and is trying to keep anybody else from getting that stood up. Their name is Timothy Lane. Why, yes, that name should be familiar.
One, the lanes again. Two, I feel obligated to do that. There are some who call him Tim. But, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll make notes of that to be able to address next time.
Ada, was there anything else that you wanted to do after your Oracle moves? You wanted to check in and see if anything was done with
Yeah.
John Giliardo has not been found. As far as the Church of His Holy Light, nobody really says anything.
Andre didn't get exploded by a ball of light.
No. In fact, later he does call you to ask if you're home, and ask for you to do a reading for him.
Candy.
Which, but yeah, do you want to do any of the other moves?
I don't think so, because what we got city moves. I don't think I necessarily want to start any sort of rumors or anything or worry about that.
If not, we can always just tend to your business.
Yeah, I think she'll just tend to her business. Doesn't have anything really she wants to stick her nose in quite yet.
Okay.
With the
Roll
info
2d6.
she has. Oh, hey, that's double sixes. 12.
Right. An interesting opportunity presents itself to you. I will tell you what you need to do to seize it. Over the next couple of days, you see every now and then there's just like somebody on the corner passing out pamphlets, and it is for the Church of His Holiest Light. And they hand another one to you if you take it. And it's just for like a little open house, a little Wednesday night, just prayer meeting, Bible study, whatever. Just like to look at the church, see what they're doing and everything. It is an opportunity for you to get a little bit more information about what's going on, or just like vibe check it. And you may ask a follow-up question. What you would need to do to seize it is attend this meeting, but
yeah, I think 100% she would definitely, with this nice little literal open house, do that. I think just the question she'd probably be wanting to know with all of this is, because I assume talking to Malachi, I kind of heard that it was like put up recently. Obviously, they're doing like recruiting. It's new. Like, who brought this church into town? I guess who's kind of the reverend, deacon, pastor, whoever. What's kind of their deal, I guess.
her name is Mother Estelle. She's the priest. Yeah, she's just been, being nice, getting people to come to church.
I guess in that open house, what are the like people like around me? Does it seem like a nice like mix of different walks of life? Is it kind of seeming to like targeting one general audience, or?
Yeah, it seems to it seems to just be a mixture of people of all sorts of different kinds. I think I want you to try and roll to figure somebody out.
Okay. That's fine. Is that figuring someone out?
Yes.
That's 10.
Okay. Out of 10 plus. This is loosey goosey, so I will give you this information. Oh, and you actually get an additional question. So, okay, so 3 pieces of information. It is not just people coming in. It looks like very specifically there are you have recognized just like another not the one that you were looking for, but another vampire has come in. And it looks like they're really searching for something here besides just like, I'm here to worship and figure out how to act. It looks like they are here for something bigger. That's your freebie. Do you have other specific questions other than like what's the vibe?
I would say I would maybe, instead of like just general churchness, maybe hone in on that specific individual. and see if maybe I can get some sort of like, either if I can talk to them or just kind of keep an eye out and see maybe where they're going, what they're kind of looking for, hone in on that person and not the whole crowd.
So I will reveal to you what their character worries is going to happen.
Mhm.
They are very worried that they are not that they can't live with the vampirism that they've been afflicted with, but that they will, and they will become something that they do not want to become. And they are here because they think that being here and being with the church can help them in some way.
Gotcha.
Um,
Cool.
and one more question.
Oh, yeah, more. Okay.
And it can be any of these people. The priest, Mother Estelle.
I think, I mean, hell, Ada isn't a wallflower. She'll go out there and ask the questions. I feel like she would probably, if she can get an audience with Mother Estelle, just straight up ask about John Giardo. Just be like, hey, I know he was looking for help at the church. Have you seen him? We're worried about him. Just
You-
wanted to check our bases.
You won't be able to specifically get an audience with Mother Estelle.
Okay.
Like, she speaks for a moment, but then she actually does leave. But
Then I think anyone else, either if there's any sort of other people working there that seem to be like the faces, or even maybe that other vampire, someone that seems like they're talking.
yeah. In fact, one of the people is very approachable and polite. She's a blonde woman, mid-20s. Whenever you talk to her, she introduces herself as Sarah Bigham. Mhm.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Cool. Sweet.
And you asked specifically about John Giliardo. And she says, yes, he did come over. But she hasn't seen him since.
Cool.
Like he came over once to check out the church, but he didn't come back.
Cool. Virgil hasn't talked to me, so I have no clue. So I'm like, thanks, Sarah. You're very nice. Have a good day and a nice long life. Bye. Clueless.
You're not about to die.
You're fine. I'm a great oracle. Later.
You just shake her hand before leaving and have like the long flashes, just like death.
I'm like, oh God, no. Not again.
All right.
I'll also tell Miss Lane we can put the flyers back up. I'm like, they're chill. I'm all right with them.
All right. I think that's where I want to leave it, and I think we'll worry about the other two meetings as just like part of our intro bit of this next time. We'll just like have a little bit of a flashback at the start of the game. I think that'll be fun.
Certainly lots to do.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
Yes. It's very
I
good.
love the setting already.
Thank you for running.
Yeah. Thanks
Mhm.
for playing with me. Yeah. How do we wrap up? Do we go around
Oh.
say the things that we do, or
We don't really. It's fine.
Yeah,
And
okay.
this has been High Shelf Gaming. We played some Urban Shadows. Connor does things What do you do,
I
Connor?
do.
Actually, do tell me the things that you do. You haven't been here all the time.
Yeah, I did. Well, sometimes I run things and sometimes I play things. In fact, I play 5th edition D&D on Indoor Adventures channel every Monday, except we haven't done that in about a month, and I'm very excited to get back to it.
Nice.
But I'm also a streamer. I stream on Cyberwolf 1201. Right now we're doing Metroid Fusion because Metroid Dread got me hype. I play a lot of video games and just talk about lore and stuff because what world building?
What?
What? Me enjoy that? What do you mean? But yeah, I do stuff. You can watch me. You can also check my dog. She sits by for every stream, so you can
A lady.
you can tell her how much you love her. She's a
Which is
good
so
girl.
much.
So
Yes.
she's a good girl. She got a toot. She gets a little bit of a toot though if you sit on her side of the couch. I learned this weekend.
Yeah. When you were in her spot.
I was in her spot.
Also, if you did like Urban Shadows, or any of the other Power by the Apocalypse stuff, consider that I have a Patreon where you do not have to pay me, but I have a whole bunch of free RPG shit, like the characters from the character sheets for this game, but in a form fillable PDF version that you can use and have form fillable PDFs for yourself. You don't have to
The
print stuff out.
convenience.
It's so convenient. In fact, I just made some for the new Avatar RPG that
I'm so
Magpie is
excited.
doing.
I
So-
It's gonna be
downloaded the
so
quick
good.
start yesterday, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it this weekend.
Very good.
So
Yeah.
go patreon.com/several for 1201. Spelled weird. If you know, you know.
It's the same one as the Twitch link that's in the chat right now. So just
Yeah,
go.
whole bunch of free shit. Whole bunch of free shit for your RPGs. You don't gotta pay me anything.
Excellent. Other than that, we had Taylor and Jake from the Consave. Love having Consave folks over. What's the Consave doing? What's the next thing? I know next Thursday's Tomb, right? Tomb of Annihilation.
I think
I
that's the next
run-
thing.
Yeah, I run Tomb of Annihilation on every Thursday that we're not here. We're over at the Consave,
Thursdays are booked now.
playing 5e D&D.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
There'll be
then
more stuff eventually, but right now, we chilling. It's summertime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go watch
it's
our
summertime.
old cyberpunk stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
All on our YouTube.
it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, and then other than that, Saturday here there's a Mass Effect one shot. Wednesday there's Red Markets. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on twitch.tv/Tankstein playing a game called Scratch and Claw with a couple of my buds. The character sheet's a lotto scratcher. I don't know what I'm playing until we start and I scratch it off.
Awesome.
That's so
That's amazing.
fun.
And apparently it's like a weird radiated world with anthropomorphic animals, and you don't want to meet
Oh.
humans because the ones that are left,
Not good.
they look like Malachi's friends probably. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to scratch.
So they're the
yeah,
best, is what you're saying. That's
Yeah, it's like David says, you scratch the ticket, and what you win is fun with friends every time.
Oh,
It's great.
there we go. That's.
But yeah, that's us. We can
Oh shit, we have D&D Saturday. We have D&D Saturday too.
D&D Saturday on the Consave. Yep.
Yeah.
But that's it. David's not here to rate us a person, so I guess we're just done. Just leave.
Tank isn't still alive, is he?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna leave now.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Good night.
bye.